In the beginning, God created a special garden called Eden. It was the most beautiful place in all the world, with flowers of every color, sweet fruits, and cool, clear streams. From the dust of the ground, God formed a man named Adam. God breathed life into him, and Adam became the first person to live on earth. God placed Adam in the Garden of Eden to take care of it. "This is your home," God said. "Enjoy all the wonderful things I have made." God brought all the animals to Adam so he could name them. Adam named the lions, elephants, giraffes, birds, and every creature that God had made. Even with all the animals and beautiful things in the garden, Adam felt lonely. He needed someone like himself to share his life with. So God caused Adam to fall into a deep sleep. While Adam slept, God took one of his ribs and from it created a woman named Eve. When Adam woke up and saw Eve, he was filled with joy. Now Adam and Eve lived happily together in the Garden of Eden, taking care of it and enjoying all that God had made. God gave Adam and Eve only one rule. "You may eat fruit from any tree in the garden except the tree of knowledge of good and evil," God said. "If you eat from that tree, you will surely die." One day, a crafty serpent came into the garden. It was more clever than any other animal God had made, and it had a plan to trick Adam and Eve. The serpent found Eve near the forbidden tree. "Did God really say you can't eat from any tree in the garden?" it asked. "We can eat from every tree except this one," Eve replied. "God said we would die if we eat it or touch it." "You won't die," the serpent lied. "God knows that if you eat it, you'll become wise like him." Eve looked at the fruit. It looked delicious, and she wanted to be wise. So she took a bite and gave some to Adam, who was with her. Adam ate it too. Suddenly, their eyes were opened. For the first time, Adam and Eve felt ashamed of being naked. They sewed fig leaves together to make coverings for themselves. In the cool of the evening, they heard God walking in the garden. Afraid and ashamed, Adam and Eve hid among the trees. "Where are you?" God called. When Adam and Eve came out, God asked, "Did you eat from the tree I told you not to eat from?" Adam blamed Eve, and Eve blamed the serpent. God spoke to the serpent first. "Because you have done this, you are cursed. You will crawl on your belly and eat dust all the days of your life. And I will put enmity between you and the woman, between your offspring and hers." Then God told Adam and Eve about the consequences of their choice. Life would now be hard. Adam would have to work the ground with great effort to grow food. Eve would have pain in childbirth, but even though Adam and Eve had disobeyed, God still loved them. He made clothes from animal skins to replace their fig leaves, showing his care for them. God said Adam and Eve could no longer live in the Garden of Eden. With heavy hearts, they left their perfect home behind and stepped into the outside world. God placed an angel with a flaming sword at the entrance to the garden. The way to the tree of life was now guarded, and Adam and Eve could not return. Though Adam and Eve had to leave Eden, God did not leave them. He promised that someday, one of Eve's descendants would defeat the serpent. This was the first promise of a Savior who would come to restore what was lost in the garden. Another whisper from the past, now fading into the night. Thanks for listening. Subscribe for more sleepy stories from history. And until next time,